Do you ever get the feeling like life is just passing you by? Sometimes I get that feeling as well, but I think I have the remedy. Let's head on over to the reboot. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the reboot. Aren't those trains something up close? I know it's a technology that's been around for 200 or 300 years, but it's always impressive when you're up close to those trains. Anyways, I hope you like that opening. Guys, we got a lot going on out here right now. I've got probably 5 gallons of sap boiling right now. I'm hoping to boil through 10 today. Again, a reduction of 40 to 1, so you can work out how much actual syrup I'm going to get out of that. But I'll include some footage here, just some very brief footage in terms of this little sugar shack that I built, and the reason why, obviously to boil sap and syrup. And then what I'll also do, guys, is I'm not showing you this side of the building here right now because there's been progress there, but that's for a future video. What I'm going to show you here is the front of the building, all clad with the red steel below the gable. So syrup, some red cladding on front, and maybe I'll get to some of the red siding at the back of the building today as well. So stick around and let's get on with getting these jobs done. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And while you're at it, could you please hit that notification button, letting you know when I post a new video. I'm trying to get one up at least a week. There has been the odd time where I've put up 2 videos a week, but subscribe, like, and share, guys. Makes a difference. Thank you. Speaking of the frequency of my video posts, I have to apologize for the last 8 to 9 days. I have not posted a video. There are a host of reasons for that, but there have just been some challenges with getting things organized around the house, and work-related issues, and of course getting out to the property to work on the building. First and foremost, like everybody out there, we've had obviously a major change to our lives with the global pandemic that we're all dealing with right now, and this has obviously changed my plans. And one of the main things I had to do was head down to Hamilton to pick up my daughter from university, because the university suspended all courses. McMaster University suspended all courses, like many universities in Canada and the US and around the world. And so that obviously has impacted some of the plans that we had put in place for the last week or so. So we're coping like everybody else out there and getting on with life. Now, in terms of the wall steel, the siding here, it hasn't been exactly moving quickly either. The cold winter days definitely slowed me down, but now with the warmer weather, I'm hoping to really plow ahead and start to get this siding completed, hopefully in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So there we go, that's another little milestone. The wainscoting and red steel on the front of the building is now complete. The red steel, of course, below the gable. I need to build myself, I think, a scaffolding to get up there for that gable end. Before we move on to the other activities today, mainly being some maple syrup activities and some cleaning up inside the shop, I have to show you some work I needed to do on the red steel on the front of the building. I'd actually cut one of these narrow pieces that go above the garage door. I actually made a crooked cut, and it meant that one sheet was about anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 inch out compared to the next sheet that it was up against. So I had to take these sheets down, recut, and then install them again. Back in mid-December, I purchased the materials I needed, or that I would need, to build a small sugar shack. I needed to get out of the elements and boil the maple syrup under cover. So with the materials, I started to frame them out on the shop floor, great heaviness cement floor on which to bang out some frames. I dragged the walls outside and started assembling them on this little 4x6 pad that I'd made specifically for this application. I'm not showing you all the details of this very minor build or small build process, but the floor plates are pressure treated wood and they are secured to the foundation with ramset concrete nails, so those are fired into the ground with a nail gun, into the concrete with a nail gun. And at the end of the process, I've got myself a decent little shed, or a sugar shack, in which I can set up my boiler, a boiler system that I'm now running with a propane tank. I'll show you that in a couple minutes. And it's covered, it's got some Typar paper which reduces the wind, and it works out quite well. For maple syrup season to truly get underway, I need to fire up the Ford 9N tractor, grab my maple tapping equipment, and head out into the back acres and get some of these buckets hung on the maple trees. Final tree tapped. So last year I tapped 9 trees, this year I'm doing 15. That's the real thing, guys, sap to make maple syrup. I built this little rack that mounts to the drawbar in my Ford 9N to collect the sap. Each of those is a 5-gallon bucket. Allows me to collect the sap from more than half the trees at a time. which is very convenient because essentially the trees are clustered into two main areas on my property, and it makes very easy makes for a very easy collection process. Anyways, I got myself a new boiling system. I have a very small operation here, guys. It's for personal use, obviously. Last year I ran 9 taps for the first time in my life, and I'll include a link here in terms of how I boiled the syrup last year. I did it on an open fire, very time consuming, burnt a lot of wood, and I didn't have very good wood. I had a lot of spruce and pine to burn, so not a very effective way to do it. This year, like I said, I bought this unit. I got it on sale. You can see the gas line right here goes outside to a propane tank. Just makes it for a very easy way to manage and do the boils. It takes a long time to do it. This will boil for maybe 6 or 7 hours today, but I'll be able to get a few other tasks done throughout the day while it's boiling. We're getting close to some actual syrup. Probably within the half hour. There, that's better. Okay guys, I have that running through 3 filters, going down into that jug. We'll stop that one there. And this is why I built this little sugar shack. It's a pretty miserable day out here today. It's raining, pelting down actually. And if I open the door, you can see everything's cozy and dry in there. No wind disturbing the flame, and the sap is beginning to boil. But what I need to do today is, like I said, reorganize and get cleaned up a bit in here. I need to get this pile, it's mostly lumber underneath the plastic sheets and the drop sheets, and move it over here. Just to get it out of the way, give myself a little bit more of that floor space, especially since I removed the internal braces. I have more room to move around in here. And that's going to allow me to slide the workstation, which is the trailer, over a bit. And with that trailer over here, I'll be able to use the middle or the main entry area of the shop more effectively. On bad weather days, I may even park the vehicle inside, whichever vehicle I'm driving. And I may move my chop saw station also more to the right. I move the implements more up against the wall now that I've got those, again, those braces out of the way. I'll have to get the scaffolding out of the way also.
Hey guys, thanks for watching my activities here at the Reboot. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share. And if you're up to it and you have the energy, why don't you hit that notification button while you're at it. Thanks for coming by and for watching, everyone.